Welcome, Scorpio. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your August full moon reading. The August full moon in Aquarius is occurring on the 11th, 12th of the month, depending on where you're located. It's called the Sturgeon full moon because it focuses on qualities of our adaptability, our flexibility, even our mutability. In the fixed sign of Aquarius, this is clearly challenging for us. However, as the last supermoon of the year, the influence of this is being felt from the end of July when we had the opening of the Lionsgate portal to throughout most of August, I would say. So this reading formally is meant to cover the second half of August, but I think we'll be feeling this energy throughout the entire month. So thank you for all of your likes, subscribes, donations, comments. They are greatly appreciated. And I could not, in fact, be doing any of these readings without you. It is so wonderful to be supported by all of you. So your overall energy, Scorpio, is the Two of Swords. This is showing me that you are looking at a choice. You're looking at what feels like a crossroads or a decision to make. There's something that you are releasing from the past or desiring to release from the past and moving in a new direction of greater truth. However, this card indicates that your pursuit of truth is making you uncomfortable in looking at things you would rather look away from. So you are avoiding something here. There's some experience that you don't want to see, and you are focusing perhaps on a false choice outside of yourself that is allowing you to turn away from that uncomfortable, preferably avoided behavior, event, or relationship that is problematic for you at this time. I'm guessing that these uncomfortable feelings, these uncomfortable thoughts, this experience that you are avoiding is something that is a result of the tremendous amount of work that you've been doing in the last few months to move into a new direction, to reassess, reevaluate your perspective on the truth, what your truth is. Your truths are emerging. In your present, we have the Seven of Cups. Interesting. So I'm seeing you focus. Indeed, this is a clarification of the Two of Swords in this case. You are in looking away and avoiding something that's uncomfortable for you, in focusing on a choice outside of yourself. You are looking at an impossible array of options that seem illusory, are perhaps overwhelming and confusing, and are helping you to relax your sense of imagination, your perspective, your feelings, your desire to feel good is something that you want to escape into, because this avoidance of something is making you pursue an escape from this choice, from this decision in front of you. You are not looking away from your truths. You are looking at those emotions and experiences that can give you the kind of emotional experience that you would like to have, which is uplifting, which is exciting, which is inspirational. However, all the choices before you are not equal. They're not all meant for you. And it looks like there's something pretty clearly intended for you that you may be confused about. In your past, we have the Six of Cups. This is interesting because this shows that you are reconnecting with a very positive event or relationship or experience from your past. You have looked deeply at some natural talents, some natural affiliations or alliances that allow you to relax, experience joy and pleasure, and allow you to focus on the memories of a simpler time, a simpler experience of yourself in which you were more childlike, more liberated, freer, and more having more faith in the natural evolvement of who you were, those natural talents, those natural gifts, those natural alignments that were critical on your growth as an individual, your alignment with passion. In the future, we have the King of Cups. So this is a tremendous maturation opportunity for you in August, I see. You are moving towards a mastery of your emotions, the ability to expose your vulnerability. And that is perhaps one of the things that's so scary for you right now. This may be the result of a discomfort, physical discomfort in your body. There may be a health issue that is sparking this desire, this discomfort with your experience, something that is going on with you that you would rather avoid. But you are drawing resources and support from your past in order to be able to recognize and expose this vulnerability, expose this weakness or this area of concern, so that you can recognize how you have overcome these challenges in the past and how you will overcome them in the future. So the King of Cups is really able to tell a story about difficulties and hardships in such a way that the things that perhaps you, Scorpio, see as a weakness, as an area of difficulty within you, is something that you are learning to overcome. And the ability to share that story of triumph is what is giving you a sense of mastery and exposing your weaknesses as strengths. These are things that others are now coming to you for your guidance around this issue. You are able to share dispassionately by separating yourself from your emotions, detaching yourself from your feelings about this. You are able to share in a way that is non-judgmental and that exposes your experience of difficulty and hardship, gives you credit for what you've learned from your past. And this is an area where you are elevating your compassion not only for others who are going through this, but your compassion and forgiveness for yourself. This is you being able to hold conflicting emotions in one space, understanding that there is no logic to feelings, emotions, but your feelings are what validate what's important to you. I'm going to clarify the Seven of Cups here with the Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Indeed. I'm seeing you working through this challenge right now with your ability to manage the information that you are receiving, the ability to really look into the context for the decisions that you are being required to make at this time. This is you opening up to listen, to hear what the experiences of others, the information that others experiences is giving you. You're able to hear through the expression of emotions and feelings. You're able to pluck out the threads of truth, the threads of perception, the threads of inspiration through your ability to facilitate conversations, communication, discourse around this choice that you want to make. You're working through this. You're continuing to work on yourself. You are not abandoning yourself in this process. There's a 6, a 7, and an 8 here. So you are moving along this path of deep reconnection with self and working at elevating, polishing, perfecting your craft, your knowledge, and understanding how best to employ that so that you are listening to the experiences, your own unhappy experiences, in order to shape those into more desirable outcomes. And success absolutely is assured with the 8 of Pentacles here. You're working hard to the extent that you are losing yourself in your love of crafting, in your love of building, in your love of making. And that is what's transforming this experience into a successful one. I'm going to finish off your reading, Scorpio, with a botanical inspiration. I have not felt moved to use these as often, but I often find these very useful, and I pulled the Gloxinia. Love at first sight and proud spirit. Shakespeare said, "When I saw you, I fell in love, and you smiled because you knew." I'm going to leave it here, Scorpio. Thank you so much for a beautiful reading, for your time, and until next time, Namaste.